Now, at just 13 years old, our next guest has already been in business for 2 years. Michael Platt runs a thriving cupcake business called Michael's Desserts. Started in his family home in Maryland when an epilepsy diagnosis meant he had to give up some of his favorite sports. So for every dessert he sells, he donates one to someone in need. Here's what he and his mom, Danita, told me.
When I was first starting out of college, I would just pack up soup and take it to people who were experiencing homelessness in the parks in DC. So I said, well, let's do that. So we packed up desserts, and husband and brother, and we all jumped in the car and went down and just started handing out these homemade desserts, and people were kind of like, wow, it's a cupcake. And
I was just going to ask, what is the difference between handing out soup and handing out cupcakes, since you have that experience at both?
Right. So I think the difference is just that shock, like, you all baked a cupcake for me. Yes. And many times it's people saying, oh, Michael will give someone a cupcake and they'll say, oh, thank you, and start to eat it, and we'll go off, and then they'll come behind, this is delicious, little man, you can really cook, right?
I read that that your parents gave you a pair of Toms about 3 years ago, Tom's shoes, and that one-for-one model is what struck you. How did you transfer that to cupcakes?
So I was interested in hunger and fighting hunger. And my parents, I knew I wanted to make a business. My parents got me a pair of Tom's shoes for Christmas. And I read the model, and I was like, that's spot on. I'm gonna use that for my business, definitely.
Plate isn't just about giving food away. It seems that you have a goal to help people be self-sustaining, to help them help themselves. Tell me about that.
So it's kind of like you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, and you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. We don't just want to give people food, we also want to teach them how to cook and eat under a budget. We want to teach them how to get the healthier option, and we want to make sure that they get the food, the 3 meals a day that they need. And not just that we give it to them, but that they can go anywhere and be able to get those 3 meals a day.
Just a remarkable family. Plate is the nonprofit that he's working now to start up. So best of luck to them. We thank them so much for taking time to be with us, and we thank you as well. We hope you make good memories today.
Inside Politics is up next.